in it, in the position, then you can go up a little further. So this here is not the best investment because you want to buy time when you are making these purchases. So if we look at this 2027 and the 2028, the 2028 would be best. You repeat? You want some more bread in your mouth? But you water in it. Okay, that's good. That's good. Where's it in it? All right, all right. Just go to mommy and mommy will help you with it. All right? Go. Yeah, mommy will help you with it. Yes, sir. All right. So what we're going to do is just look at the different contracts. What I normally like to do is open all of them and see if I can find where there is inefficiencies. And because I've been doing this for a little while, I can find inefficiencies pretty quickly. All right. So January 2027 and a December, January 2028 and a December 2027 are basically just 1 month out. So you have to get a better price. You should get a better price if you're buying the earlier date because you're going to lose money. Theta decay is going to eat you faster than that of the further dates. All right. These will hit the price target before the time that we have indicated or established, but you have to know when you are going to take profit. All right. We believe that in 2027, SOFI will be at about 45. We're looking at for it at least at 45. If it's not at 45, then this is not a company that we really want to be a part of in terms of the stock, not necessarily the company itself. So we would have to reassess and then let you know exactly what we are planning to do. So this is just one company. And you can take your time and go through and look at the different graphs and different chart. But my best time to buy again would be for November. So November, we would like to have an entry. And the entry that we would like to have would have been the $40 strike price. And you realize that this here would have to be a momentum play because the theta is 0.01, but that is not what we're looking at for the momentum determination. We're looking at the probability of occurrence is 10%. It's 0.10, which means if you times that by 100, that is 10%, 10.29% probability of this occurring. And the only way we're going to get into this is if this falls to 10 cents. At 10 cents, that's an ideal entry. I don't believe that it will go to $40. If it does that, then that would be a phenomenal move. And there must be some great news. So this is a good position to enter in, but not for persons who are thinking long term. This is just for a quick trade, for a momentum trade. And I wouldn't even advise you to get into this. I would advise you to get into the 50, the 20, the $26 or the $27. That's the area that I would advise you to get into, the 50-50 chance, because the time is so short. But if you want to be very, very facetious, then you can get into something else. So this would be the most ideal. So I'll probably take $250 at the 2026 and try to enter here. All right, so that there would be a good entry just for teaching purposes. All right, and I believe that it will reach 30, at least 30. It will reach back to 30 by November. So if you're buying at 26 and reach to 30, that's a $4 spread. So you can take the profit and do whatever it is that you want to do with it. All right, so that there is just something for you to consider. And the next entry, I don't necessarily usually trade multiple times, but just for education purposes, I'm going to just give you some ideas. So November 2025 would be the next best entry. You're going to set up from now because the market is down for this company. So you can just put a small position into that. The next position that you could think of doing is the June. The market usually goes down in March. So by March, market should be down. So you're going to set your position for June, select one which is best for you, and then you execute on that. All right. So sometimes remember the best theta that we can get would be when we are the sellers. When we are the buyers, then theta decay is not really our friend. And when we're looking at deltas, we want the delta ideally to be at least 70. So wherever we have zero point 0.7, that is a good delta to enter on, which means that you're in the money already. All right. But if you, I said before that you usually have to have money in order to go into the money. So the best thing to do is to get a delta that is probably the worst case I want you to look at is a 40 delta. But for a new person, I believe that a 50-50 would be best. And when you see profit, you're going to have to take profit, especially if you don't know yet how to read the chart. But I would prefer that you know how to read the chart so that you can position yourself and you can execute a momentum trade. A momentum trade is different from an investment trade. And many people make the mistake of intertwining the two. So I would suggest to you that you have your different accounts for different trading strategies. All right. So I want to also present to you our Moomooo view. That was the Webull. Now we're getting to the Moomooo view. I really like Moomooo and Webull. So these are two of the top, what should I say, brokerage accounts that I have experienced. And this just gives you a graph as to how our accounts have been. We were here, we went up, and we came all the way down. Is that what it's saying? I think that's what it is saying. Let's see if that's what it's saying. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yes, but don't watch that. The reason why I like Moomooo is that Moomooo is commission free. Yes, we know that already. All the accounts that I'm giving you are commission free. They are free to use, and they are some of the best. They are better than 99.99% of the legacy companies in the United States. All right. So these companies, yes, these companies are ideal for persons who are just starting out in their trading journey, right? That's right. That's right. And the beauty about this is if you don't have time to set up everything, you can engage in what we call the algo trading. So you know when we have algos buying and selling, you can set up your own algo trade on Momo. A lot of persons are not talking about it, and it is not that difficult to set up. You just follow the instructions, and it gives you what you need to do. You click on them, what you're gonna do, and you click, and then whatever technique you want to use, whatever graphs you want to use, if you want to create your own graph, your own technique, you can put in your code, and it automatically executes the trades on your behalf. So if you are a computer nerd and you have an idea and you have an algorithm that you want to try, then you can use Momo to get that algorithm up and running. Yes. So that there is one advantage of the Momo platform. Not to mention it has Momo AI. You can ask it a question and it tells you exactly, but you have to agree first if you want to use AI. I personally don't need to use the AI, but that there's just something that you need to understand. So it has all these features and the screeners are immaculate. Look at the graph. Look at the setup. This is beautiful. If you go into the options chain, you can see the options. You can screen for different options. So this here gives you versatility. This gives you an inside look at where the movers are in the market. So if you want to just move with a momentum, you can come here, select what it is that you want to do, and you can move with it. I am not going to leave you hanging. I am going to leave links to all of these platforms below so that you can get them, explore them, and see which are use both so that you have your money being secured because both of them are FDIC insured entities. All right. Hello. So if you are interested in this kind of a sitting and setting, then it's okay. Then you can enjoy whatever it is that these has to offer. All right. So now let's go back to our watch list, and we can see that wood is making progress. It went up about maybe 13-14%, but we're not really fooling around wood at this time. APLD is another good company, and I want you to just keep an eye on APLD. I see APLD at about $50 by 2026. So you can do with that what you feel you can trade that however you feel comfortable. And then we have BBAI. Yes, BBAI. Let us see if we can punch in BBAI so we can see where it is at this time. So BBAI is not doing too bad. It's going up. So yes, it is up. It is making steady stride and steady progress. So just bear those in mind, and whatever it is that's in your best interest, then you can execute on that. In our next sitting, we'll go a little bit more in depth on the platforms and how to set them up so that they can meet your needs and your trading style. Well, from us here, we pray that you'll have a good, godly, and a money filled day.